no Kirby coming in from BasicDamine and no Steve coming in from SadisticBiped. It will be the Mewtwo coming out. I believe they are a co-main, which is interesting to say the least. Two very different characters in terms of style. Mewtwo probably on the far low end of the tier list, but Steve definitely in that top part. But BasicDamine playing Meat Brawler, a character who has had some recent success with players like Fire the Pyro as well as Esam picking them up. And they have some really good buttons. That Thrupper is a really solid move. It's a great kill option on stages with better platform shenanigans. And that feint jump is pretty much zero suit flip kick without the spike potential. So yeah, that's a good move as well. Really good way to get out of disadvantage, and it definitely aids that recovery that seriously needs it. Shot put's a really good range tool. Does a lot of damage. It's a slow projectile, so tough to deal with. And it moves at an arc, so you can use it for edge guarding in those low out angles too. However, Mewtwo's got some really good buttons too. Confirms into not having enough jumps to make it back to stage. But no, I mean they have down tilt confirms into their forward air. On top of that, they can use Shadow Ball to combo into like most of their kit. Their grab game is really good. They have kill throws, 2 of them. And frankly, Shadow Ball is a great projectile. At like pretty much any percent, you can use it to combo into dash attack or what have you. But there is a side B. I think they were going for the suplex. But they're gonna fall off stage instead, because that does put you into special fault, unfortunately. So that will be one heck of a way to lose the stock, and that puts BasicDamine back in a position where they are on even kilter with their stocks compared to SadisticBiped. There's a dash attack coming in. Looking for the up air, not quite gonna get it. The Thrupper comes out, will not kill just yet. Smashville with one of the higher standings. The game, the teleport's gonna get canceled by the shot put right into the cranium, and that will be another stock taken for BasicDamine. And neutral air is really difficult for Mewtwo to deal with as well. Neutral airs in general, particularly sex kicks, Mewtwo struggles with, because that neutral air, they don't have a good way to contest it, and that tail hitbox, which is that back air as well as the up air, it trades pretty well with that move too. So just throwing it out whenever you're in disadvantage, not a bad idea for BasicDamine. Okay, down tilt, up air. Looks for a jump read with that forward air, but not quite gonna get it. Looking to use the kick part of the down B, but the platform is gonna be aiding SadisticBiped in avoiding that. Pulling there. Keeps their opponent in shield. Dash attack, not going to kill just yet. Tries for the Shadow Ball, not going to connect. Down smash, not either. Finally going to get the kick to smoke Mewtwo out. There's the shot put with some rage, and that's going to take the stock. Probably some bad DI on that one, but either way, BasicDamine goes up 1-0 in the set. Winner semis, I do believe, is first to 3. Correct me if I'm horribly wrong in that idea, but in any case, game 1 will be going to our resident Meat Brawler player. How often do you guys really see this character do stuff? Because, I mean, you know, I go to the PNW pretty often. They got Fire the Pyro out there, and he always makes a pretty good run at events, but I don't know. I feel like this character is incredibly under-tapped, but I don't really want to see more of them, and I feel like a lot of people don't also want to play this character either, so. You know, it is what it is. And what it is, honestly, is just fine. I don't have any complaints about it. So we're waiting for counter picks to come out. I wouldn't be shocked to see a bit of a wider stage, possibly contend with Meat Brawler a little bit. FD might be good to prevent any aerial kills off the top. Yeah, the Iron Ball is really good. Who his Meat represents? Honestly, I don't know. Oh, Fling Iron Ball, yeah, that's some Pokemon strats. I get it. I get the reference. But yeah, what's up, Shasta? Oh, that was BasicDamine. No problem. We're going on to game numero dos, or not. All right. That's unfortunate. All right, guys, you guys don't get a winner semis. Sorry, these players weren't ready. This isn't a matchup I expected to really see tonight. All right. Oh, and it looks like BasicDamine is going to be switching back to Kirby for this one. If Kirby gets access to Mewtwo's hat, the range game might help them out tremendously. On top of that, Mewtwo really struggles to get combos against Kirby because Kirby can just mash the Nair button, has really good air breakers, and on top of that, Mewtwo kind of struggles when getting comboed. So, looks like BasicDamine's going to be trying to run and play a close quarters game, and SadisticBiped will be trying to keep them out with Mewtwo's long range attacks like down tilts and neutral air to try to keep them away. Back air is going to be a thing as well. By the way, that rapid jab is really strong. I think it's got like the highest damage of any rapid jab in the game, just because like the rapid jab doesn't send you away super early. And yep, there's a shadow ball into forward air, good amount of damage. Already at 78%, and this is Town and City too. That's a really close horizontal blast zone. So confirms into Shadow Scratch Mewtwo's forward air are going to be very, very potent in this one. And I mean, you can already see SadisticBiped going for that F smash too. Try to take those stocks away, but up tilt into up air, good amount of damage for BasicDamine. And yep, he's gonna catch him out with the final cutter. Gets the inhale, is going to spit them out and have access to Shadow Ball now. And Shadow Ball sometimes doesn't clank with each other at these lower percents just because of the ball going wibble wobble like that, but there's a roll behind it to grab, back throw comes out. And yep, with that short horizontal blast zone, that is absolutely a kill at 100. And looks like SadisticBiped still waiting for BasicDamine to approach. I respect that. Probably take a little bit more stage next time, but doesn't matter all that much. Oh, and tries to air dodge behind, but lands on top of BasicDamine instead. And so far, that F smash is going to prove to be too lethal for SadisticBiped to survive. Put a little bit of a charge on that too. Trips it with a down tilt too. Down air comes out, up air comes out, a little bit more damage. Not able to get many follow-ups after that. Gets the inhale. And now we have a Shadow Ball mirror here. The problem is Mewtwo has a bit of an advantage in this regard because they have that reflector. That confusion is able to knock projectiles away, doing a lot more damage and making it a lot more difficult for Kirby to avoid because of how slow their airspeed is. There's a backer to catch the double jump, catches the teleport again. SadisticBiped having a lot of really rough spot teleports like that. That are getting caught by these projectiles from BasicDamine. Really good timing on their part in both sets between multiple characters, with different projectiles too. All right, catches them back on stage, down to the dash attack. Baits out the drop shield as well. Right now, BasicDamine running around. Crouches under the grab into up tilt. Able to get them a little bit more damage. The down tilt will not true combo into that forward air just yet. The up air is going to break out of the stone. Down B coming out from Kirby. SadisticBiped goes for the back throw a little bit early. Tries to go for the back air, but the jumps come out just too early. No jump coming out for SadisticBiped. They didn't have one. The teleport high is going to let them get back on stage, but Mewtwo's so light in that back air. We'll be taking that stock, and it will be BasicDamine going up 2-0. And if I'm not mistaken, it is best of 3. It is messed up. It's called Shadow Scratch, Joel. It is best of 5. That's what I thought. Thank you, production. It's called Shadow Scratch, and the only reason is because Mewtwo can't learn Shadow Claw in the main game. And yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. It's unfortunate because it's just such a natural fit, but I don't know what Mewtwo's forward air would have been otherwise. So, game 3 coming up. BasicDamine in a really good position to come on top and win this thing. They will need to contend with the winner of Charon and Goku Fan in order to do so. Or excuse me, if they do so. And that will be in winners finals, top 3 guaranteed, which is exactly where you want to be. BasicDamine explaining the weight on their part because their TV connected to, or their TV switched to another station, which is unfortunate. But we're back now. Game number 3 comes out. Looks like a stage switch back to Pokemon Stadium 2 for this one. And you know what? I think that's a fine stage pick in this matchup. Both really good neutral for both characters. Oh, there's the downer. And it does get the spike kill. Very early stock cheesed out by BasicDamine. Unfortunately, SadisticBiped burnt their double jump a little bit too early. Down to shenanigans. Looks for the drill after the forward throw. Forward there would have been more consistent damage. Gets a little bit of healing from the Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, though, the Shadow Scratch comes out, does a little bit of extra damage, so the healing is nullified. Down tilt into forward air. Good damage. Looks for the down smash instead of going off stage to try to get an early stock. I appreciate hanging out on stage like that instead of risking your other stock. However, I think that was like prime position to go for like maybe a back air or a down air. You know, trying to even this up as best you can. Instead, however, BasicDamine holding on to that Pokeball, holding center stage for dear life, not letting SadisticBiped do anything. However, they're going to come in with a couple Shadow Balls into a Shadow Scratch. Good damage. Unfortunately, they're not able to get anything that really sustains for a while. Tries to go for the Nair on the landing, however, the F-tilt's going to break that. Dash attack comes out, not going to kill just yet. Very close to doing so, however. That move got buffed significantly from Melee. And actually, Brawl and Smash 4 Kirby dash attack were 2 completely different moves. There's a little bit of a spin, did like 8%. It really wasn't that great, but this dash attack is quite good now. Really good kill option. Down tilt. Back air to catch the landing on the platform. Okay, one more stock at BasicDamine is in winners finals for the East Coast. Coming in with a couple nairs, just rising nairs. You know, try to catch their opponent. Oh, they are going to get access to Shadow Ball probably for this little bit. Fusion into forward air. Good amount of damage. Back air will kill. Really good recognition from BasicDamine to recognize that, or excuse me, from SadisticBiped to recognize that BasicDamine was in a vulnerable position there. That back air is just wide and arcing enough to finally take that stock away. Really good spacing and timing. There's a down tilt to F smash. Good damage. Really good damage. Catches the air dodge in. Oh, tries to jump with the hammer. That probably wouldn't have killed, but it would have done a ton of damage, and catches the double jump with the stone. Caught their opponent holding in, and as light as Mewtwo is, they are not able to survive that one. Going off the top on one of the smaller ceilings in the video game. Really good stuff there from BasicDamine. They are 3-0ing their way into winners finals.